Hello, students. This is Professor Berry, and I hope that you are doing well. I wanted to take this time to just introduce myself to you and introduce you to the course. Welcome to Human Communication Online, and I really hope that you will enjoy this course. It's a course that talks about how we communicate in our everyday lives. This is not public speaking, but it talks about how we communicate in our personal relationships and interpersonal relationships, how we talk to ourselves, that's intrapersonal communication. We'll talk about mass communication, how we communicate with the world, as well as we'll also talk about small group communication. So I really hope that you take a lot of the things from this course and apply it to your lives. Well, today I just wanted to say hello and introduce myself. I am an adjunct instructor here at Atlanta Metro, but I'm full-time at Point University. I love communications, and I hope that you'll enjoy it as well because it's a source of everything that we do. Now, I hope that you've picked up your book, and it looks like this. Human Communication is the 6th edition, so make sure that you have it. If you don't have it just yet, I do apologize. I don't know how much the books are, but if you don't have it just yet, I do have PowerPoints that are posted in D2L for each week. Okay, so today we are on week 1, and I'm using my computer here so that I can make sure that I'm on the same thing. Make sure that you follow each week. So week 1 will be week 1, module 1. Week 2 will be week 2, module 2. So each week I've highlighted for you, and you'll know exactly where we are. So for this week, you are focusing on your discussion question, which is just to introduce yourself to the course. And please make sure that you do that because that counts as your attendance for this week. I am making sure that you are active in the class and making sure that if you don't have that attendance, that also ties into your financial aid. You will see that also in week 1 there are some PowerPoint lessons, and I will have PowerPoints for each week. Okay, so all of the chapters that we'll go over, PowerPoints will be there for you. So there's no excuse in being unprepared. Just want to let you know that I will have weekly lectures for you, just like I'm doing today. I will show up via YouTube. So make sure that you watch my lectures. Make sure that you watch and see what I'm talking about. Make sure that you do your reading every week. The first thing that you should do is go to the top of the page on your D2L learning page, and you'll see that the syllabus is there for you. Take a look at it, read it, print it out so that you have a version at home for yourself. Make sure that you check into this class at least 3 to 4 times a week. I will post announcements, I will email you, there may be some updates, and it is your responsibility to log on. I really want to say log on daily, but at least about 4 times a week so you can see what's going on. If we have assignments, everything will be due on Sunday nights. So we start on a Monday and we end on a Sunday. This Sunday night, let me make sure I get my dates right. May 20th, I want you to check your emails. We will have a phone conference call. Check your emails because I sent information about it and I gave you the number. This is totally voluntary. If you would like to talk to me and if you have questions about something, you can call that number from 7:30 to 8 p.m. That's it. And it is totally voluntary. So if you have something to do or if you're working, don't feel bad. I'm not taking roll, but it is just for you to have another avenue to get in touch with me. You can always email me at kberry@atlm.edu, or you can text me. Make sure that you look at the syllabus. You can text me from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay? But before I leave you, remember to make sure you go to week 1, module 1, and do everything that you need to do there. The only thing you need to do is just to answer the discussion forum, okay? And go over the PowerPoints if you don't have the books, and reading chapter 1 and 2. But if you would, I want you to go to, if you have your books, I want to talk briefly about some communication principles. And on page 12 of your book, I have my book with me. There are some communication principles that we're going to highlight throughout the course. And a couple of them I want to talk about today. One of them says communication begins with self. That means how we see ourselves is how we communicate with others. So if you've noticed, like if somebody thinks that they are all that and then some, that's how they talk to other people. They may talk to the other people like you're less than, right? The way they see themselves is grandiose, they're like everything. And the way they come off to people, the way they speak to people, they might speak to the other person like they are nothing, that they're little. That's what we mean by communication begins with self. Sometimes we may not see ourselves very highly. Maybe we look down on ourselves. And if you do, that will come across in how you talk to other people. Maybe that person talks with their head down. They don't look at people. They don't give eye contact. And that's what we mean by one of those principles. Communication begins with the self. How do you see yourself? Another key thing I want to highlight for you is that communication is irreversible. You know what that means? It means that once we say something, it cannot be reversed. Have you heard the prophecy? I guess you want to say it's like a proverb, meaning that a bell cannot be unrung. Once a bell is rung, there it is. We can't unring a bell. And you can say something, it may have been mean. You could say, sorry, I apologize, let me take you out for dinner. But those words can never be reversed. Communication is irreversible. I want you to remember that. All right. So I'm going to pause here. Those communication principles are really interesting. We could talk more about that later, but I wanted to make this a quick introduction video. I really hope and pray that you enjoy this class. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, call, text, or you can also use the messaging on D2L. I hope that you're having a great day. And if you need to talk to us, we look forward to talking with you on Sunday night for our phone conference call. Have a good one. Bye-bye.